Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to Racing from Delaware Park. I'm Rich Glazier, and we're going to take a look at the replays of opening day for 2019 here at Delaware Park, our 82nd year. And it's my pleasure to be your host. This is my 32nd year of hosting this TV show, and I couldn't be happier to be back in the seat and ready to bring you the races from Delaware Park. And it's also Kentucky Derby Day, in case you didn't know that. And hopefully, if everything goes right, technically, we'll be able to show you the Derby after our races are concluded here on this replay show. Well, all week long, I watched the weathermen say it was going to rain on Saturday. And I heard all the people tell me, oh, it's going to be a rainy day Saturday. And once again, it's been proven it never rains on Saturday at Delaware Park. Sometimes it rains early in the morning before the races. Sometimes it rains right after the last race. But while the races are running, it just doesn't happen. And once again, we had a fast track all day. Cloudy sometimes during the day, but mostly sunny. And what a crowd we had on hand today. It's about the busiest I've seen it in quite so many years. Having opening day on coinciding with Derby Day and with sports betting, crash. A lot of people here, but most people weren't complaining about the long lines. They found it festive. Some people said they had to wait a half hour to get a slice of pizza, but the pizza was good, and that's the main thing. So maybe it was worth the wait. So thank you if you came out today and had to put up with, endure some of the long lines. Hope you never got shut out of any of your bets. Okay, so with a fast track and an 8-race card on hand, let's take a look who was in the opener. And there is the field. Number 2, Baltimore Billy, was a scratch, but the rest of them will go. The first favorite of the year was number 4, Brushed by Fire. I told you this is my 32nd year hosting this show, but I'm a neophyte compared to the next voice you're going to hear, John Kern, the announcer. This is year number 36, I believe, he started today. So he's been around a long time. He might be the dean of all announcers. Him and Trevor Denman at Delmar, I think, have been around the longest, but have the record for longevity at one track. All right, let's get ready to rumble here. Race number 1 from Delaware Park.
Looks like we're set. And they're off in the season opener. Harlinsdale breaks well with the rail up on the outside. Sterling Canyon being hustled, as is Kasaba Waba from the far outside. They're all vying for that top spot. Made Sweeney in between horses. We have about 3 across the track. Ooh, having to take up into that first turn was Harlinsdale in tight quarters along the rail. But Sterling Canyon comes out on top by a length. Rocky Diplomat up on the outside. Mad Sweeney has the rail. A length further back to Kasaba Wabu, who settles in the 4th now. Down toward the inside, Harlinsdale and Rocky Diplomat right alongside. Only about 3 or 4 lengths separates the field. After an opening quarter in 24 and 2, comfortable fractions down the backside. Being set by Sterling Canyon, leads it by 3 parts. Rocky Diplomat racing second. It's about 2 lengths further back. Up on the outside, it's Rocky Diplomat now making up far outside, Brushed by Fire, as Rocky Diplomat toward the inside. In between horses, there goes Kasaba Waba, and quickly Kasaba Waba's going after that leader as they pass the half-mile marker in 48 and 4 identical quarters as they race into the turn. It's Sterling Canyon now being pressured by Kasaba Waba. Next in line on the outside, Brushed by Fire. The favorites trying to kick it in. Rocky Diplomat toward the inside. The other 2 have dropped back and out of it. Mad Sweeney and Harlinsdale. They've got just over a quarter to go. And Kasaba Waba now shaking free. Opens up 3-4 in the field. Brushed by Fire has to do more in second. On the inside, Sterling Canyon, followed by Rocky Diplomat as they turn for home. The 6 and 14 and 4. And on the front end, it's still Kasaba Waba in front by 4 lengths. Brushed by Fire is going evenly. Rocky Diplomat toward the inside, followed by Sterling Canyon. With a 16th to go, it's Kasaba Waba in front and holding on gamely. It's Kasaba Waba to take the opener under Ty Leopostina. Wins it by 3.5 on the inside. Rocky Diplomat getting second. Brushed by Fire.
How about that? A long shot in the opener with a pretty cool name to say, Kasaba Waba. Kasaba Waba. taking that one for Ty Lispustina and trainer Elizabeth Brand for the Porter Racing Stable, LLC. They've been patrons of Delaware Park for many years. And look at that price, $43.80, $15.40, and $5.40. Rocky Diplomat with Rebecca Labari, $35.20 and $6.40. And Brushed by Fire, looks like an all-female jockey trifecta there. Carol Cedeno, $210. So the big exact in the opener, $349.20. The try, $1,314.80. Super with the one, $1,764.80. And that winner was first race of the year. How about that? Another Delaware certified winner. We have it somewhere, but trust me, it was a Delaware certified winner. All right, good way to start off the meet with a long shot. There we go. And a Delaware certified horse. All right, hope you had the long shot. If not, here's 7 more races where you can find something. Had a late scratch in the second race. Number 6, My Friend Linus, was a late scratch, so there'll be a consolation double. This one at 5.5 furlongs. And here is John Kern.
Tap it on the side. We're about set. In there, off. And on the far outside, Lucasito breaks well, goes for that lead. Crazed is there. Sterling Caesar down toward the inside. Generalist, all vying for that top spot. And Generalist comes out on top by a neck. Sterling Caesar is right there in second. 2 lengths further back to Craze settles into third. Up on the outside, Tap It on the side. Then Lucasito and Dangerous Notion is at the back, about 10 lengths off that leader as they race into the turn. Generalist now pulling clear by about 2.5 lengths. Tap It on the sides, making a 3-wide bid. Crazed in between horses, going right with that one. Dropping back a bit, Sterling Caesar. Lucasito has the rail and far back to Dangerous Notion. Generalist on the inside, Tap It on the side, on the far outside. Craze is splitting them 3 abreast as they turn for home. Craze sticks ahead in front. Generalist trying to battle back with the inside track. Up on the outside is Tap It on the side, flattened out just a bit, followed by on the inside. Lucasito's trying to rally, a furlong to go. It's Craze and battling back Generalist. Lucasito on the outside, Tap It on the side. It's Generalist regaining that lead. On the outside, Craze is trying to fight back Generalist, and Craze to the line. Generalist and Craze, that's a tight one. May have gone to Generalist, but it's
close finish there, but the winner was a Generalist. The favorite for J.D. Acosta, Hugh McMahon, the trainer, and Danny Lemongelli, all familiar names to Delaware Park, the owner. Generalist pays $4.80, $3, $2.40 across the board. Crazed with Jeremy Rose, $3.60, $2.40. Lucasito with the Mania, $2.80. Exact to $16 to try, $33.40. The regular double, $41.20. The consolation double with the late scratch. No, the consolation double was $41.20 with the late scratch of the 6th. The actual double, $173.80. And the super with the 5, $28.50. All right. On we go to the third race. Third race, we had an entry, and then that was the heavy favorite, the 1 and the 1A. Went off bet down to 2 to 5 in this 5.5 furlong dash. So let's watch.
In there, off. For the road toward the outside is Away Well. Sterling Queen down toward the inside. Hide the Candy in between them. Lippy Lorenzo has the rail in fourth, followed by Quick Man getting away in fifth. Mr. Chocolate Chip and Lucky Leonard bring up the rear. Just over a half mile to go, and Sterling Queen showing the way by about 3/4 of a length. Hide the Candy is right there in pursuit second. 2 lengths further back to For the Road. Lippy Lorenzo is right there with Quick Man in between him. Then a gap of 6 or 7 lengths to Lucky Leonard and Mr. Chocolate Chip. As they race into the turn, 5 of them within about 3 lengths there, and it's Hide the Candy to the front by 3 parts over Sterling Queen. Dropping back As they make their way into the turn is Sterling Queen, as For the Road moves up on the outside, taking over that second spot. Next in line is Quick Man, followed by Lippy Lorenzo, but Hide the Candy showing the way. For the Road in pursuit in second, 3 lengths further back to Lippy Lorenzo, Quick Man, and Lucky Leonard. A furlong to go under left-handed encouragement. Hide the Candy begins to edge away. For the Road is tiring now. Lippy Lorenzo toward the inside. Late run from Lucky Leonard, but it's going to be Hide the Candy to win it. Lucky Leonard on the outside, getting up for second, followed by Lippy Lorenzo
And Hide the Candy, pretty cool name, wins that one for It's a Sin. If you didn't bet on Cintron, Alex Cintron, a longtime regular here at Delaware Park, guides this one home for trainer Claudio Gonzalez. Keep your eyes out for him. He's been winning a lot of races down in Maryland, and he's got a stable here at Delaware. The owner, Joe Bessiker, one of the leading owners in the country. 280, 210, 220, more to show than to place. Lucky Leonard with Chappie, 360, 320, and the reason for the show price being higher than the place price, the other half of the entry, Lippy Lorenzo running third with Acosta. So the exacta was 940. You go down to fourth for the trifecta, 165, paid $24. The 1-1 double, $8, very chalky. The pick three, $38.50. That was the consolation pick three. The actual pick three, $120.60, and the superfecta with the three, $23.90. To the fourth we go, and this one a mile and 70 yards. So that's a route race, 2 turns. Scratch the 2, High Moon. And looks like the favorite was Max Crown at 2-1. Here's John with the call.
looks like he's in. We're about set. And they're off. Swivel toward the inside, up on the outside, Keyshane. The gray Hirschbein from the far outside is going to cross over and easily get that lead into the first turn from the far outside post. Hirschbein to the rail, leads it by a half a length. Max Crown up on the outside, racing second. Mid-Ocean saving ground nicely toward the inside. Swivel between them. Next in line, They All Come Home, followed by Keyshane, and Just Irish is the trailer as they make their way around that first turn at a rather leisurely tempo, it appears, and Hirschbein is setting the pace. Leads it by about a length and a half. Down toward the inside, Mid-Ocean, up on the outside, Max Crown, and Swivel still right there amongst that group. They All Come Home looking to move advance forwardly in that fifth spot as they make their way down the backside. Opening quarter went in 24-4, and Hirschbein trying to dictate the tempo, but now Max Crown is going to apply some pressure. A length and a half to Swivel racing third. They All Come Home on the outside. Mid-Ocean has the rail, then Keyshane, and 6 lengths further back to Just Irish. They cover the half in 48-4 as they make their way into the turn. Hirschbein on the inside, Max Crown on the outside, and now Keyshane is making a 3-wide bid there, and we have a threesome across the track. 2 lengths to They All Come Home, and on the inside, Swivel. Mid-Ocean having trouble keeping up, and Just Irish never in it as they make their way around the bend. Hirschbein on the inside, Keyshane on the outside. Max Crown is thrown in the towel, being passed by They All Come Home in third as they turn for home. They're head-to-head. Hirschbein's trying to fend off Keyshane. They went the 6 furlongs in 13-3. Keyshane on the outside, in front by a half, trying to pull away. Hirschbein on the inside. They All Come Home rallies in third, followed by Swivel in fourth. A 16th to go, and Keyshane is drawing away. Keyshane and J.D. Acosta will win it by about 2.5. They All Come Home getting second, followed by Hirschbein, and Swivel hangs on to fourth.
And it was Keychain taking that one, and Juan Acosta, now the leading jockey at Delaware Park with his second win on the card, and Patricia Farrow, the owner and trainer of Keychain. 860, 440, and 240 across the board. They All Come Home with Vince Halliday, $624. Hirschbein with Chappie, $280. Exacta 58.20. The try, $210. The double, $10.60. Consolation pick 3, $23.10. Well, that was the real pick 3. I'm sorry, $23.10. Pick 4, $497.80, and the super, $434.90. And that's 4 races in the books as we go to the 5th race. 5th race at 6 furlongs And once again, we had an entry, 1 and a 1A, and they were slight favorites at 5-2. And let's watch and listen to race 5.
And they're off. Pretty good start for them all. Wizard of Odds breaks well, shoots right for that lead. J-Rock in the second, followed by Our Sarge on the outside. Matter of Factor down toward the inside, going along in fourth as they move down the back stretch. Then a gap of 2 lengths further back. Up on the outside, more front. The entry side by side, Sevi and Tippett, followed by Golden Rivet. Far back to Rocky the Kid and Butch Cassidy. Can see them all. Half mile to go as they race into the turn. Wizard of Odds in front still by 3 lengths. J-Rock's on the outside. On the inside, it's Matter of Factor. Heads apart in second and third and edging closer to that leader. Then a gap of 3 lengths to more front. Our Sarge is looking to move up. Sevi and Tippett still side by side as they make their way around the bend. On the outside, J-Rock to the front now by a length over Wizard of Odds, who's beginning to fade. On the outside, Our Sarge, Matter of Factor off the rail, putting in a run as they head for home. They've got J-Rock to catch in front by 2.5. Matter of Factor taking up the chase. Our Sarge on the outside. Not much else is coming down the lane. Looks like a 2 or 3 horse affair. J-Rock trying to fend off Matter of Factor. J-Rock on the inside. Matter of Factor on the outside, wearing him down. Matter of Factor, J-Rock. It's going to be another tight one. Oh, it's close. Maybe.
Whoa, that was a close one. Who do you call? It was the 3, as a matter of fact. Matter of Factor taking that one for Jeremy Rose to the occasion. Good to see Jeremy on opening day get to the winner's circle. Silvio Martin is the trainer for Elizabeth Martin. 1420, 680, and 540. J-Rock with Acosta, $4.80 and $4. Our Sarge with Santeno, $4.80. Exacta 63.60. The try 306.80. That double paid $95, and the pick 3 was $46.90 for $1. And the super with that one running fourth, $444.20. All righty, on to the 6th. We only had 8 today. On opening day, we've got our next racing day is Monday, and we have 8 races on Monday. It's a little stronger card on Monday, a couple allowance races. And then Wednesday we run. So right now we're running Saturday, Monday, and Wednesday. We will add Thursdays on May the 30th through October. So right now it's just 3 days a week. And hope you can come out on other days other than the busy opening day. All right, field of 6 going here in the 6th. And the favorite was Notionality at 4-5. Here's Mr. Curran.
With the 3 horse. Looks like we're about ready for a start. And they're off. And Train Game, the gray, toward the inside, goes for that lead. Sterling Judge moves up with the rail. Up on the outside, Avante Light. Far outside, Notionality. Then a gap of about 2.5 lengths to Hardcore Folklore. And the trailer is Dapper's Drink as they speed toward the half-mile marker. Train Game by about 1.25 lengths. Notionality toward the outside, Avante Light toward the inside of that one are matching strides in second and third. Then a gap of about 4 lengths to Sterling Judge, followed by Dapper Drink and Hardcore Folklore as they make their way into the turn. Train Game on the inside leads it by a head. Notionality now applying pressure on the outside. They're even up, and now Notionality gets to the front by a length, begins to edge away. Hardcore Folklore rallies from the back of the pack into contention as they turn for home with Notionality to catch. Leads it by 3 lengths. Hardcore Folklore taking over second. Train Game is third. 2 horse affair, furlong to go. Notionality trying to hold off Hardcore Folklore, but Hardcore Folklore is going right on by. Hardcore Folklore edging away under Eric Lopez to win it by 2 1/4. Notionality getting second. Train Game hangs on the third over.
Hardcore Folklore taking that one for Eric Lopez. And Tony Pecoraro had a great meet here last year. Starts off opening day with a win. Black Cloud Stable LLC, the owner. 780, 280, 210. Notionality with Cintron, 240, 210. Train Game with Acosta, 220. Exacta 13.20. The try $40. That 3 and 5 double 75.80. The pick 3 177.60. And a superfecta with the 4 81.60. All right, lucky 7th race is up next, and a field of 7 go in the 7th. And the 2-to-1 favorite was Sir Alfred at 2-to-1, as I said. They're going to go 1 mile. That's once around the Delaware Park Oval. Let's give a look.
Set. And they're off. Pretty even start for them all, though. Watch My Dust. Looks like he got away in a bit of a tangle there. I'm not sure if the jockey lost a stirrup or not there, but got away slowly to Watch My Dust as they make their way into that first turn. Baseline on the inside, up on the outside. That's Sir Alfred. They're going head-to-head in the first furlong as they make their way around the bend. 5 lengths further back toward the inside, that's Vegas Strip. Up on the outside, Double Whammy. Then another 4-length gap to Bob's My Uncle, followed by Monkey's Medal. Well spread out there. Watch My Dust is the trailer, already over a dozen lengths off the leaders as they make their way down the back stretch. Opening quarter in 23 and 3, and on the front line, baseline by almost 2 lengths. Sir Alfred is right there in second, a gap of 2 lengths further back down toward the inside. Vegas Strip on the move, right there up on the outside. It's Double Whammy. Bob's My Uncle's advanced a closer 5th now, then a gap of 3.5 to Monkey's Medal, and about 4 more lengths to the trailer, Watch My Dust. They cover the half in 47 and 2 as they make their way into the turn on the front end now as baseline gives way. Sir Alfred leads it by 1.5 lengths. Watch might make that up on the outside, looking to rally. On the outside, moving up, that is Double Whammy as baseline is dropping out of it. Around the bend they go. On the front end, Sir Alfred by 3 lengths now. Double Whammy chasing second. Bob's My Uncle followed by Watch My Dust trying to rally from the back at the top of the stretch. They went to 6 furlongs in 1:12 and 1. And on the front end is still Sir Alfred. Bob's My Uncle rallies toward the inside. Double Whammy. Watch My Dust, a late run on the far outside. Looking for the wire. Shortening stride. It's Sir Alfred. They're coming after him. Sir Alfred. Here comes Double Whammy. Double Whammy. Double Whammy, and Sir Alfred Double Whammy gets the win over Sir Alfred. A photo with Watch My Dust, and on the inside, Bob.
And an exciting race there in race 7 went to Double Whammy, and there she is, the defending leading jockey Carol Cici Casadeno for Mary Epler for the Mary Epler Racing Stable and Flying Pheasant Farm LLC. 763.40, 280. Sir Alfred with Centeno. 342.80. Watch My Dust with Cintron 260. Exacta 28.20. The try 76.20. 5-5 double 42.80. Pick 3 149.10. Pick 5 $2,003.40, and the super with the 7 83.40. And that brings us to the last live race of the day. It's for the Arabians. They're going 6 furlongs. Scratch to 3. Soul on Fire. Big favorite was the only boy in the race, Uptown, the 1. Here's John with the nightcap. Derby coming up next.
We're about set. And they're off. Perfectly even start for them all. Uptown toward the inside. Marzan right alongside. They vie for the lead. Iridessa is there racing in third, followed by Texas Style. On the far outside is Anahita and Royal Moonlight advancing with the rail position as they make their way down the back stretch. A compact group, only 2.5 lengths separates the field. They're bunched up on the front end. Marzan with a slight advantage over Uptown. Texas Style to the outside of Iridessa. Royal Moonlight continues to ride that rail into contention, and Anahita drops back just a bit as they make their way into the bend. On the front end, it's Uptown and Marzan. Texas Style now threesome across the track. Royal Moonlight is right behind him in fourth. Iridessa's drop back, as has the trailer. Anahita. Round the bend they go. Texas Style, Marzan, and Uptown head to head to head. It's 3 lengths further back to Royal Moonlight, followed by Iridessa. Texas Style Style under a drive now. Uptown on the inside is battling back gamely. Here comes Uptown trying to regain that lead as they head for home. Uptown on the inside. Texas Style on the outside. Royal Moonlight still going evenly in third. A late rally from Iridessa down along the rail. A furlong to go. Texas Style on the outside. Uptown on the inside. Iridessa's coming with a run. It's Texas Style. Iridessa's gaining ground steadily. Here comes Iridessa. Iridessa in the final 50 getting up, beating Texas Style. Uptown got.
And it was a long shot. We had a long shot to start the day, a long shot to finish the day. Iridessi wins it. You gotta be happy if you bet on Chappie. Ricardo Chappie for Fennica Bentley and Golden Sands Racing LLC. First time starter, 33, 40, 640, 280. Texas Style with Cedeno, 620, 280. Uptown with Garcia, 210. Exacta 120, 280. The try, 288.80. The double, 235.60. And the pick 3, 378.50. The pick 4, 4,963.50. Super with the 6, 612.30. And that wraps up the live racing for opening day here at Delaware Park. What we're going to do now is we're going to go out to Louisville and show you the most exciting 2 minutes in sports. The 135th is a Kentucky Derby. Big field in here. Of course, we sadly Omaha Beach scratch for our local owner, Rick Porter, but still a gate full of them to go. They've had rain for about an hour before post time. It started raining at Churchill, but I don't think it's raining too heavy as the race begins. But now we're going to go up to Travis Stone to call the race at Churchill Downs. So let's watch the Kentucky Derby.